Sometimes it'll be that whatever happened right before you get the tone is something really important for your spiritual evolution.
I'll share with you a story. Researchers recently related in one of the Nature magazines. This is a very beautiful and very touching story, the story of geese. I know some of you probably have read or heard of this story. Researchers have determined that geese, as they fly together, are very closely tuned to one another as they fly in their flock, for example. That the geese, by flying together in a formation, that they add over 71% greater distance in moving together toward a common goal than if each of those geese were to move separately and independently on their own. We probably have something that we can learn from that. The researchers determined that the geese, as the lead goose, as the head goose would move forward in his flock, and as he would become tired of his own volition, of his own choice, he would drop and fall behind and allow someone else to take the lead and lead the whole toward their greater goal. And perhaps for me, the most beautiful portion of this story is that researchers determined through their experience and through their observation that any time within a flock that any one goose is injured from a hunter's bullet or from illness and chooses to fall out of the formation, always, 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 that goose is always accompanied by at least 2 others who will follow him to the ground and will stay with him until he either recovers from his injuries or dies. And if he recovers from the injuries, together the 3 will follow from one flock to another and another until they reach their original flock. And if he dies, then the one that is left behind will be left, and the other 2 will catch up with that original flock. The beauty of that story and the metaphor for me is I believe we are essentially living as a flock moving toward a common goal. My choice is that no one gets left behind. Everyone learns at a different level. Everyone understands and accelerates at a different pace, and we're all moving toward the same place. We're all part of this process. So I also invite you, as you live this time of initiation, as you experience through the highest orders of mastery within the emotional body that has become your being, that you become that compassion, you become that patience, you become the forgiveness for those that you see around you who may not have achieved that place exactly at the same time in exactly the same manner that you would expect to see that. It doesn't mean that they should be left behind. It is our opportunity, it's your opportunity to demonstrate your compassion, your forgiveness, your ability to allow yourself to become the living bridge for those that you love the most and hold most dear. If we can learn anything from those geese at all, what we can learn is that no one need be left behind, and no one need have this experience alone, that we all are part of one another and part of the experience as we are moving toward this path that we call the shift of the ages.
Opening your channel to your higher self is done through meditation more than anything else. And every person has that potential within their own body to open those channels and to get connected with their higher self and with God. So that's going to be the key in the coming days. It's not following us. It's not following David, as brilliant as he may be. It's basically following your own inner dictates, following that inner voice that tells you what it is you need to do and when.
If people learned that they could sit at home and pay nothing and simply do their process and get in touch with their creative spark and become the creator by creating and enjoy yourself and get your passion, follow your bliss,
right,
you are healing the world. So the point is, there is something out there that loves you and protects you, and the more that you listen to the things that your conditioning would tell you, oh, that's just superstitious. It's okay to believe. It's okay to believe because you have the evidence.
Trust this. You are a great, powerful, mighty, playful, spiritual being with dignity, direction, and purpose before you came into this room or into this life. And you will be a great, powerful, and mighty spiritual being, playfully, with dignity, direction, and purpose when you leave here.
And I guarantee you, your view of life and who you are and where you are and where you're going will never be the same.